Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back. It's Zach. Thanks for clicking on my video. I hope that you had a nice Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully, with things getting back to normal and opening up, you're able to see some of your closest loved ones, and hopefully this summer we'll all be able to hang out a little bit more. As we are approaching the warmer months, that is great, and we get to do a lot more outside activities, so remember to be diligent about your sunscreen. I will have a lot more videos coming about sun protection, so stay tuned for that. Make sure that you're subscribed. And I want to talk about a different condition that definitely flares up in the summer, and that is seborrheic dermatitis. If you have seborrheic dermatitis, or you know someone that does, or you're just straight up curious about it, I am going to be talking about that condition as well as some product recommendations, including some very affordable shampoos you can pick up at your drugstore. So if that sounds good to you, please give my video a thumbs up, and let's jump into it. So seborrheic dermatitis is a very common condition. There's approximately 3 million new cases a year of this condition, and it is treatable by a medical professional, but it does require kind of a medical diagnosis. I ended up getting diagnosed with it because I had my annual dermatology appointment, and I had noticed for the past couple of months that I had little white things coming out of my pores, and I could pick them out, which I tell you guys not to pick your skin, but this was years ago. This was in 2018, actually. And I started to notice it in like December of 2017, and then it really got bad January 2018 when I was in Florida, and then I was back in Florida March 2018, and again it was bad because Florida is very humid and hot. All of that extra moisture in the air rarely flares up. Seborrheic dermatitis also can be called dandruff. And I couldn't notice it in my scalp because I can't really see my scalp, but I did notice it near my nose and in between my eyebrows, kind of places that I would have a lot more oil production, so the T-zone. A T-zone is just a capital T, straight down your face, your chin, nose, the capital T, the line across your forehead. That's your T-zone. So the forehead, the nose, the chin. That's where I was noticing it the most, which is where I get the most oil production. So it's important to kind of get ahead and treat dandruff condition before it really flares up, because then it takes a couple days to kind of cool down. My dermatologist gave me this prescription for Ketoconazole Shampoo of 2%, and this works great. The reason she ended up taking me right to the shampoo instead of looking for over-the-counter products like these Head and Shoulders is because she knows that I'm very sensitive to fragrance. And so these Head and Shoulder shampoos, while they're great, they have fragrance in them. She said, there might be something else out there without fragrance. You know, I don't know off the top of my head, but I can get you a prescription that obviously will be fragrance-free. And this is absolutely great. This has very minimal ingredients. Take a look at the ingredients list if you are interested. Some of the symptoms that you can get on your skin is going to be rashes, dryness, flakiness, peeling, or redness. And I will get that. I will start to know if it's flaring in my scalp because my scalp will be itchy. So I can't see it again, but if I'm starting to get itchy there, then I know I'm having a flare-up and I need to use this stuff. Also, around my nose can get red and irritated, and then I'll get those flaky bits. So I actually had them, which looked like to be in the pore, and I would pick them out and they would come out. I mean, not my whole face, but I would pick out a couple of them that were noticeable, and then it would leave like a little open hole, a huge kind of hole compared to the rest of my pores that was visible for a couple of days. So talk about enlarging your own pores. I mean, not a good idea, but I didn't know what it was in my skin. So how to use this and how to use the Head and Shoulders shampoos are the same. So the Head and Shoulders shampoos, they're using the ingredient pyrithione zinc 1%, which is an anti-dandruff ingredient. These do not have the 2% ketoconazole, so it is a different active ingredient, but they do the same thing. Another reason that I didn't want to use these kind of shampoos is because I mostly had an issue with it on my face. It didn't really bother me in my scalp. I don't really want to put like shampoo in my face. You can, but obviously shampoo is going to be very stripping. It's going to have a much higher pH. It's going to be very alkaline. And so I don't want to do that either and strip my skin. So that's why she gave me this. So I would say if you're suffering from this on your face, try to get this prescription of ketoconazole or find an over-the-counter product. I'll leave it linked down below if I can find some. And then if you have it in your scalp, just pick up these. I got both of these products for $9, so $4.50 each. Not bad for shampoos, and they're a good size. Now, the difference is this is their typical daily shampoo, Classic Clean. #1 dermatologist recommended for dandruff. And then next to it, they had a deep moisture daily shampoo that has avocado oil. So I figured I'd try this one out as well. So it might be a little bit less stripping. How you're going to use these products is a little bit different than a typical shampoo. So what I do is I put this product into my scalp. It's not really your hair. So if you're someone that has long hair, you don't need to put this shampoo down your whole hair. It's not gonna do anything. You need to put it in your scalp, on the actual head, and then on the actual skin to get it to work. You need to leave it there for about 5 minutes to let the ingredients soak in and get rid of that malassezia, bacteria-loving natural component of our skin. So you gotta leave it on to make sure that you're getting the active ingredient in there, and then you can wipe it off. Now, I don't shower for super long, and I try to use as little water as I can, so putting this on for 5 minutes on my face and head doesn't work, because in those 5 minutes I want to wash my face and wash my hair, and I can't do either of those because I got this sitting there. So what I do now is I use this about twice a week. What I do is I put it on my face, I brush my teeth, and then I jump into the shower after that, and that's how I start my mornings. That way this has been sitting on the skin for a couple of minutes, and by the time I get in the shower, I can go ahead, rinse it out, use my conditioner, use my regular face wash. I do use my regular face wash even when I use this product because I'm only using the Ketoconazole shampoo in certain areas, like I said, next to my nose and my forehead, in between my brows. I don't get it on my chin. So I still need a cleanser to wash the rest of my face because I like to cleanse my skin in the morning. If you do not like to cleanse your skin in the morning, but you are suffering from this condition, you may want to consider using this in the morning and maybe another cleanser. Some other products that I have been using and testing out, I've noticed make a really big improvement in my seborrheic dermatitis as well, even though they are not marketed towards treating the dandruff or seborrheic dermatitis, and that is chemical exfoliants. So these are things like lactic acid, mandelic acid, glycolic acid, etc. Those are going to chemically exfoliate your skin. I love the lactic acid 5% from The Ordinary and their mandelic acid 10% from The Ordinary. Both very gentle yet very effective. The great thing about chemical exfoliators is that they peel off that top layer of your skin. They get down into the pore and kind of clean it out for you. And that's exactly what I need because otherwise I'm gonna get the dandruff flare up. So those are absolutely great at helping me with my condition as well. Another product that has been phenomenal for me is the L'Oreal Paris Revitalisst Derm's 3.5% glycolic acid face wash. I have a full dedicated video of that on my channel. I'll leave it up here for you. That is my absolute favorite face wash as far as getting everything done in one. So it has salicylic acid, so that goes deep down in the pores and helps clear them out. Another ingredient that I'd recommend is that salicylic acid. It's going to be great for the seborrheic dermatitis. It has that, it's got glycolic acid, and those two ingredients together really help just kind of clean out the pores and refresh the skin, and that has been keeping my seborrheic dermatitis away fully, and I haven't needed to use the Head & Shoulders or the Ketoconazole shampoo from my dermatologist, so those are great. Another ingredient that could be a little bit beneficial is going to be benzoyl peroxide. I currently use the CeraVe 4% benzoyl peroxide face wash. I think that does a really great job because it helps kind of kill bacteria on the skin, and I think that's a little bit beneficial as well. But that malassezia yeast on our skin will come back if you stop treating it. So unfortunately for most people, seborrheic dermatitis is not a condition that you put something on it, like an antibiotic, wait for it to go away, and then you're good. Unfortunately, it's usually a condition that you are going to have and have to deal with, maybe for the rest of your life. So like I said, I started noticing this in December 2017. It's now the summer of 2021, and I still have the condition. And if I don't use the products that I mentioned, exfoliators, the shampoos, the salicylic acid, then it comes right back. If you're noticing that you have this condition on your skin and it's just not going away, please try some of these recommendations, and I would definitely recommend seeing your dermatologist to ensure that it is dandruff that you're dealing with and not something else, because things can be a little bit confusing. It could be eczema, it could be psoriasis. Those are two other inflamed skin conditions that are pretty similar to seborrheic dermatitis. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Please give it a thumbs up, and make sure that you are subscribed. I will see you guys in my next video. Of course, I'm hoping and wishing that none of you get diagnosed with seborrheic dermatitis this summer or have to deal with this condition ever, but if you already have it or you do get it a little bit more in the warmer, more humid months, now you know what to do. Take care, bye.